What is going on, trainers? Stixton here, and today we're going to take a look at some highlights from Bout 4. We've got 3 different people that submitted videos, trainers here that submitted videos for week 4. First up, we got CochinoMum of the Cool Cats versus Fraggin' Wagon from Canadian Shieldon. It's Bout 4 Diamond, and we got Master League specialists here. Let's jump into the first battle. You see, leading that Togekiss into Lugia. We'll see how this battle goes. I think it's a pretty neutral battle here. You can see that Charm chunking away, but Lugia is going to get off its charge moves a bit faster here. Let's see what it's got. It's got Sky Attack. Does it have Aeroblast, or does it have, could it have Hydro Pump? We'll see what it has. Ancient Power there from Togekiss. Oh, and it gets the defense boost and the attack boost. This is going to be nasty here. And CochinoMum does decide to use a shield here. I'm curious what that Sky Attack would have done, actually. Oh, and we're going to find out here because it gets to another Sky Attack, it looks like. So, oh man, that's just nasty. Pure nastiness there. And in comes Metagross here. So is going to throw the flamethrower here that would KO with the boost, and switches, and Garchomp comes in. See what the Garchomp has for moves. You see Metagross here with the standard moveset there. Meteor Mash is going to do quite a bit to this Garchomp. And does she use a shield? Let's find out. Nope, no shield. Ooh, and it is an Earth Power. So that does KO. So Earth Power Garchomp there. Let's see. Gonna come back in with Togekiss and probably gonna get taken out here. Another Earth Power there from that Garchomp, and Zacian comes in. Oh man, I do love Zacian as a Pokemon for the design of it. Likely she's gonna go for the double close combat here. Probably the best bet. Yeah, so there's the first one. I don't think this is going to KO because it is neutral to that Metagross, and does get to the second one. And so that is going to be GG's on the first game. Very good match. Love seeing that Zacian come in with a Snarl. So we've got second game here, Gyarados versus Togekiss. And it is a waterfall Gyarados. So that is going to be chunking away fairly quickly here. And we're going to see Aquatail here. And it's chunked away pretty good. Does get to a charge move here. Let's see if Gyarados is going to use a shield or not. No shield, and it is an Aerial Ace from Togekiss. Metagross is going to come in. Garchomp comes in. Now it's a Garchomp mirror match here. Fraggin' Wagon does have a little bit more energy on that Garchomp, but it looks... Oh, and does go for the Outrage there. CochinoMum here going for the Sand Tomb. Does get the shield with that. The defense drops on that Garchomp. So that is really good news there. Here's the Outrage. Let's see if he double shields it. He does not, so that is going to KO. And Togekiss comes back in and able to Mudshot down that Togekiss. So has a ton of energy now, and is going to throw some Sand Tombs here. And so it gets a defense drop. They are even in shields. So gets to the first Earthquake here, and likely going to use a shield. Does. And then it's going to use her shield here to block. Oh, does not. Allows the Meteor Mash to come through. Very impressive. And does shield this one up. Obviously another Meteor Mash would KO. And now going to throw the Earthquake here and going to get the victory. GG's in that one. So up 2-0 right now. Zacian into Garchomp. This is going to be really interesting here. That Snarl going to get energy super fast. And it is a wild charge though. Zacian in with close combat. So decides to throw the close combat here. Let's see. Oh, it does a decent amount, and throws another one back to back. So that is going to, does draw the shield and switches to get rid of that defense drop. Let's see if it's going to be Earth Power. It is an Outrage, so Snorlax comes in for Fraggin' Wagon here, and going to throw that Outrage into the Snorlax. It's going to do some big damage here. Don't think it'll KO. Yeah, there's 50%. And I think you just let this one go, see what move it is. There you go, and we're going to go in and another Outrage here into that Snorlax. Should be able to KO. So there's the KO. Still one shield left on each side, and able to get to a Sand Tomb here. And gonna get that defense drop. Switches in to the Zacian, and going to, oh, doesn't actually KO, but does get a drop there, and Metagross comes back in. And waiting the clock out, Metagross on each side. And we'll see. Just the first attack from Fraggin' Wagon. Does use a shield there, and it is an Earthquake, so not going to bait the shield that time. And here's the Earthquake from CochinoMum. And does get the shield as well. And switches. Oh! And that should KO the Garchomp. Oh, doesn't quite KO the Garchomp. So able to get one extra in, and does perform a sack swap of this Garchomp here, but gets some extra energy there by using that, and should be able to outpace to the Earthquake. So that's going to be GG's. Going 3-0 there in this match. GG's to CochinoMum and Fraggin' Wagon. Really great to feature these battles. I do appreciate it. Next up, we've got NeedForSpeedy of Ohio Nation versus Asian Milkman from Elite Four Champions. This is from Platinum, and it's Nightfall. Check out NeedForSpeedy on Twitter and Twitch. If you guys haven't already, I'll put the links for those in the description down below. And we've got Alolan Ninetales here versus the Swampert. It is a Powder Snow Ninetales here, and gonna shield up that first attack, and gonna go for the Weather Ball here. Not quite gonna KO. Here comes another one. Let's see if it is a Sludge Wave. It is a Sludge Wave, so that's gonna KO. So down a shield and down a Pokemon already. Let's see if they can turn it around. And Shadow Swampert comes in. It gets to a move, but I don't think you could use the shield there, because honestly, and they switch into Ninetales. So going to switch into Galarian Stunfisk here. This is actually going to be a really close match, because they've got an extra shield. And this is a close match anyways, just because of how quickly, since it's Powder Snow, how quickly it can get to those Weather Balls. So going to throw the Rock Slide here. Ooh, that does a big chunk there to Alolan Ninetales. And another big chunk coming here if they don't use a shield. They do not use a shield. And, oh, Gallade comes in. So this isn't a terrible matchup here. They do shield the Leaf Blade. And they go for the Rock Slide. See if they can get a shield here with that Rock Slide. They do not. And they switch into Swampert and immediately throw the Hydro Cannon. So that's going to draw a shield. So now it's even shields, and actually gets to another Hydro Cannon here. Very, very fast on those Hydro Cannons, and KOs the Gallade before it can throw. And that is going to be GG's on game 1. And so here's the second game. Here we've got Scrafty versus Gallade, Shadow Gallade. And I really do like Gallade in Nightfall. It has some really good matchups. You can see it gets the Leaf Blade super fast there. And gonna throw the Foul Play right away here. And oof, KOs. And Ninetales coming in. You're just gonna pup here. Try to get some chip damage on this Ninetales and start doing a little bit more with counter. You can see it is going to get it pretty low, and they switch into their own to catch the Dazzling Gleam, more than likely. Yes, and does catch the Dazzling Gleam. And gonna be throwing here the Weather Ball, and we'll see what that does to it, and does drop it a little bit. Swampert comes in, should be able to get to another Weather Ball before they can KO with a Hydro Cannon. I think they will have to throw, because I think NeedForSpeedy could get to another Weather Ball. And so they do throw. They do get a little bit of extra energy, I think, on that Swampert. But we'll see. Ooh, Venusaur comes in. It's going to just absorb that energy from the Hydro Cannon. And we knew it is a Sludge Wave Swampert, so we do have to watch out for that. But I don't think that was enough. I think it's just going to be another Hydro Cannon. You see, it does put it pretty low, but able to KO there, and has a lot of energy for this Ninetales. Throw in the Frenzy Plant here into that Ninetales. Should do a big chunk. And switches to Scrafty, Pup into the Ninetales, and that should be game. That one, I did not receive a third recording, but she did lose that last one. And then next up, we've got Carissa of Team MichiGengar versus Scuba 2 Deep of Orlando Faction. Gold tier, and this again is Nightfall Field Specialist here. You can see first up, we've got Vigoroth versus the Alolan Ninetales. And gonna throw here, Body Slam. Let's see, does a little chunk there. Vigoroth in this meta is held down quite a bit because of Medicham. And so it hasn't seen a lot of use, but obviously very, very spammy. Here, I think Carissa is just going to allow the Alolan Ninetales to drop to that Body Slam. Come in, get a little bit of extra energy here with Swampert. Ooh, actually is going to take another Body Slam here on Swampert, but won't KO. Going to be at half health there and have quite a bit of energy coming in this next matchup. Depending on what it is. Ooh, it is actually Frostlass, so going to throw an Earthquake here right away. That's going to do a big chunk to Frostlass. Oh, and yeah, Frostlass is in some trouble there. Hydro Cannon here on this Frostlass. Ooh, does use a shield. I think you just let the Swampert go at this point. Avalanche going to KO. And then comes in with Medicham, able to farm down with counter there. Still has 2 shields. Oh, and it's a Galarian Stunfisk, and it's got Pup. Oh, this is GG's on this match. That's just nasty. And I think you just shield whatever the Stunfisk throws, even if they might bait, but I think their only play here would be to go for Earthquake and try to get a KO that way. So I think you just shield. This is likely an Earthquake, so yeah, shield. And then, yep, GG's on that first match. Wow. Yeah, definitely having the shield advantage there helped a lot. Frostlass versus Medicham. Medicham is going to have to switch out of this and going to go straight into Swampert. And Scrafty comes in. This isn't a terrible matchup. This is going to be a Pup. So just let it go through. And then we're going to throw a Hydro Cannon into the Scrafty. And that is going to do a number on Scrafty. But we'll see, they probably use a shield. Yeah, so got shield advantage here. And I think you throw, there's an, ooh, they actually go Earthquake. Carissa goes Earthquake here. And that is going to do a big chunk. Yeah, look at that. Oh, really, really close. Has shield advantage here, but is going to lose switch advantage. But let's see what comes out. And it is that Medicham. This could be a foul play. Yeah. So it does a little bit there. It is neutral. But it's pretty good. Frostlass comes back out. Oh, and she brings the Gengar this game. At the team mascot, all of Team MichiGengar ran Gengars last week, which was really cool to see. And does actually bring it to a bout, which is awesome. And so going to see Shadow Punch here into that and go double Shadow Punch. And this is going to do, I think it's going to be enough. And does get the last shield. With that, gonna let the Gengar fall here and come back in with the Medicham, get a bunch of energy. I think you have to shield this. I think they can KO with the, there it is. with that. And then Frostlass comes back out. A big Psychic here. And, oh, not quite enough. So, gonna have to pup to finish it off. And that is going to be enough. So, GG's on that one. So, up 2-0 right now. And Alolan Ninetales versus Swampert. We'll see what is Swampert running. I don't remember now if it's running Earthquake or if it's running Sludge Wave. So, it is running Sludge Wave. So, blocks that. Oh, man. The charm on this is just doing so much damage on this Alolan Ninetales. So, that's the thing. I mean, Alolan Ninetales, I really like it in this meta because you can run Charm or Powder Snow, and it really does change the matchups and everything. So, it is really, really versatile in that you can kind of change it week to week based on what your opponent's bringing, what you think it's going to be good against here. You're going to let the Rock Slide go through, and it's going to get a little extra energy on that Stunfisk here. Scuba too deep, getting that extra energy. And Swampert comes in. We'll be able to KO with one Hydro Cannon. Going to let an Earthquake go through here for Carissa, and then comes in with the Swampert, or sorry, with the Lapras there. Earthquake here from the Swampert. It's going to do quite a bit there, and then Venusaur comes in. Going to be able to farm down, and I think you shield this. Oh, it was just a Surf, but that's okay. Oh, they're going to double Surf here. So that's going to do a little bit, but Venusaur will survive and be able to take out the Lapras and have tons of energy. One shield remains, but Stunfisk, I think they got enough for double Frenzy Plant here. Not quite. There, is it? There it is. And so Frenzy Plant, and that is going to be GG's. Carissa does go 3-0 in that one. I want to thank everybody that submitted videos this week. I'll definitely be looking for more as we continue to go through highlights. So if you guys do record matches, hit me up on Twitter. Link is in the description down below. As always, I want to thank my Patreon supporters. I do appreciate all that you guys do. It helps the channel quite a bit. And as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and keep on battling.